welcome back to Worlds of Wonder on Planet Coaster 2, where we are building my most exciting area to date and the first area I've made in the game. But anyway, welcome back to the series. If you're new here, we are building a big old theme park on Planet Coaster 2, and we are building the first themed area, which is themed to my favorite band, 21 Pilots. Now, I said this in the last episode, but I'm going to say it again. If you're not a 21 Pilots fan, don't worry, you can still watch this video. I'm going to explain everything as we're building it, so you don't have to be a 21 Pilots fan to watch this video. But that being said, there's going to be a lot of cool Easter eggs in this video, so if you are a fan, welcome in! Welcome to my 21 Pilots theme park. It's not the whole theme park, but it's an area. But yeah, we're back in Planet Coaster 2. Now, I can confidently say, and I know I say this about everything, so it's not really valid, but I can confidently say, out of everything I've built in Planet Coaster 2 and 1, this might be my favourite thing I have built, full stop. And not just the thing I'm going to build today, I'm talking about like the whole area as a whole. I love this, I'm having so much fun building it, and everything is coming together exactly the way I had in mind, and yeah, it's brilliant. So today I'm going to tell you exactly what we're doing, and you can probably tell by the title card, we are making the first ride in the theme park, in the whole theme park. It's episode 3, and we haven't built a ride yet, so I thought, you know what, you saw all the theming last episode, I'm pretty much doing that again for the rest of the buildings in the area, but for now, we're going to be adding the first flat ride, and I'm so excited. Now, I wasn't going to add this dark ride at the beginning. I kind of thought of this after, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to add this. It could be really cool. It might look a little bit cheesy, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm adding a drop tower. You'll see, this is what the whole episode is. I'm going to be building and theming the drop tower fully. The only thing you won't see in the video is the exit, which you don't, it's just the exit. You can live without that, right? You're going to be fine, right? So yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done as of yet. These videos take a lot of time to record and edit, so I'm not recording these videos in advance as well. As soon as I finish a build, I get all the footage together and I edit everything together. So that's why the videos take a little bit longer to come out, because I don't bulk record it. But anyway, enough of that boring stuff. Let's talk about the first ride in the park. It is the first ride in the park, and it is a very tall ride. After I've built this ride, I'm kind of looking at it from the entrance, and it's very tall, so I might have to plant a couple trees to make it a little bit less ugly when you look at it, because let's be honest, if you know Dema and if you know like the towers from 21 Pilots, they're meant to look very ugly and grey and bland. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to blend it in with the skyline and stuff like that, but hey, that doesn't matter, that's a later me problem. So yeah, this ride is going to be themed to the Dema Towers. Now again, like I said in the last episode, if you don't know what Dema is, it is a concrete city in the 21 Pilots music videos and the 21 Pilots lore, and it's basically the place that you don't want to be. You don't want to be in Dema, you want to try and escape from Dema, and yeah, it's a very bland and concrete looking city, and in the middle it has 9 different towers to represent the 9 different bishops. If you're following along, well done, because there's a lot of lore to go through if you're new here. So there's 9 towers. They're just circular towers that vary in height, and that is in the middle of the city. But of course, it's Planet Coaster 2. We're not going to make a whole theme park based around the city, so we're going to only do a little segment. And I talked about how Dema is very grey and it looks very unpleasant to look at and to be in, and the theme park so far is very bright and colourful. Well, that is because it's a lie. I'm basing this little area off the Scaled and Icy live stream experience. Again, if you don't know what that is, during COVID, they did a little live stream where they performed a show, but they rented out a whole stadium and they built a set. And if you want all this lore filled in, go watch the previous episode where we made the set piece from that show. But yeah, anyway, that is where we're at. That is what's going on today. And the building that I'm building at the moment, this is kind of the first time in this area that I'm building something without having a reference. This is a fully custom building now. It's not included in any 21 Pilots music videos, any lore. I'm just kind of going off what would fit in the area if it was real. So that is what we're doing today. The drop ride is going to be themed after Dema, and you're going to go into the Dema Towers, and then you go up and down, as you do on drop towers, pretty much. And that is everything. So at the moment, I'm currently building, this whole building is supposed to be themed to an elevator company, a bit Tower of Terror esque, I guess, in a way. But you walk into the queue line and you walk into like a conference room where you'd talk about if you needed a lift, an elevator getting fixed, stuff like that. So the room that I'm making now is going to have a load of offices in it. It's going to have a load of screens, and it's supposed to look like a boring corporate, like estate agent type of vibe, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. And this is also the first time in Planet Coaster 2 that I've made a single rider queue. I don't normally like bother doing a single rider queue, but I went into this park thinking I want it to be as realistic as possible. So why not put a single rider queue in, see how it goes. And I didn't even think about the layout of the queue, but I think, not to toot my own horn, I think I've absolutely smashed it, because you go forward into the normal queue, you have like cattle pen and stuff, and you go into like a back room, which I'll get into a little bit later. But the single rider queue, you kind of avoid that and you go straight on through forward to the batching area, which I'm very happy about. So there you go, I'm all grown up now. But anyway, in the last episode I said I was going to tell you a funny story I have with 21 Pilots, and well, no better time than now. I'm going to tell you the story. To this day, I still can't believe this has happened. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Enough of the area. Let's talk about some weird me/21 Pilots lore, and it's also something to do with Roblox as well. So anyway, let's set the scene. It is, I think, 2021 when this story takes place, when I think Scaled and Icy came out that year, and this is after the live stream experience came out, I'm pretty sure, or maybe before, I'm not sure. I've got my times already messed up and we haven't even begun the story. Anyway, 2021, that's all you need to know. And I believe Scaled and Icy was about to come out. Either came out a couple weeks before this happened or was about to come out. Anyway, 21 Pilots got asked to do a Roblox sort of live show. I think a couple artists did it at the time. I can't remember who did it, but there was a period of time where a load of people got asked to perform on Roblox, and they did like full body capture. So the artists came in, they did like a performance, and then they turned it into a Roblox experience that you could go on, and it would last like 20 minutes, and you just go on, dance around. That was it. So yeah, they had a Roblox experience with 21 Pilots. That's all you need to know. And prior to this, a load of like marketing and posters came out to do like promote the album coming out. And one of the reasons I love 21 Pilots is because they care about their like graphic design so much, and they had a really cool logo. Now the logo was Good Day Dema, and it's basically like a fake news broadcasting logo, like Good Morning America or something like that. They had their own version called Good Day Dema to fit with the lore and the whole branding. So they made that logo, and it was very small in the corner of a poster, and you couldn't find a high quality image of that logo anywhere. You could barely make out like the font or anything. You couldn't really see it basically. So I saw that and I thought, you know what, this looks pretty simple to recreate. I could recreate this logo quite simply. So I booted up PowerPoint, because at the time I didn't have Photoshop, and I didn't know how to use it, so I only had PowerPoint to make logos, and I recreated the Good Day Dema logo. So that was it. I recreated the logo, and I think I posted it somewhere. I can't remember. I think it might have been Reddit. I think I put it on Reddit, and that was it. I recreated the Good Day Dema logo. I posted it saying, here's a high quality version of that logo that I remade, if anyone wants to like use it for anything or just look at it, I guess. I don't really know what the goal was, but it went down well. It got a lot of upvotes, and I saw people using it for like fan-made posters, and it was really cool to see like a logo that I didn't make, but I just recreated being used in people's like fan edits. It was really cool. So yeah, did that, thought nothing of it. And then the Roblox event comes around, and I booted up Roblox. I thought, I love 21 Pilots, I'm going to play this, obviously. So I booted it up, joined the world in Roblox, and there was an item you could get. I think it's called the Good Day Dema TV. I'll put an image up on screen, but it was basically a colourful TV, and on the TV was the Good Day Dema logo. Now, any normal person would see that and be like, oh, it's the 21 Pilots logo, but that was my logo that I recreated and uploaded to the internet, and I'm guessing someone at Roblox just saw it, thought nothing of it, and put it on the official item. So I have technically officially made a logo for Roblox and 21 Pilots. Now, the main reason I could tell it was my logo was because the A on my logo was a bit different. I couldn't get the exact, like, because I was doing it on PowerPoint, so you can't really do anything good on PowerPoint, really. So the A on my logo is very rounded, but the actual logo by 21 Pilots is like a straight A, and it's very sharp. So that is the main thing I could like tell it was my logo, was that A. And I saw it on Roblox, and I was like, oh, I made that. And obviously, like, it's not my logo, it's the band's logo, but it's a cool thing to have the logo that I made, like, on PowerPoint as well, in Roblox, like, as an official Roblox item used by the band. A load of people bought it as well. Like, it's so cool. So yeah, that is my weird little story. I accidentally made a Roblox item for the band, I guess, and I'm guessing a lot of people don't know that because you can't really tell the difference between the logos apart from the A. But yeah, if you have that item in Roblox, let me know, because it'll be cool to know. So yeah, that's my little Roblox story. You can't get the item anymore, which is really annoying because I didn't buy it for some reason. But it's cool to know that I was a part of Roblox's item history at some point, even if it was completely not my fault and by mistake. But yeah, it's still on Google right now. If you Google Good Day Dema logo, you'll see my version come up with the rounded A. And yeah, there you go. Let me know if you've had any Roblox encounters down below. But yeah, there we go, that's my Roblox story. Actually, before we move on, I got the Roblox wiki up, and I'm going to read you the item description of the Good Day Dema TV. Okay, the Good Day Dema TV 21 Pilots is a face accessory that was published in the marketplace by Roblox on September 7th 2021. It's a part of the 21 Pilots concert experience event. It can be purchased for 90 Robux minimum. The price is currently adjusted by the dynamic price floor. That is, I don't know what that's about. It has been favorited by 4,165 people. I mean, that is so cool. It's saying it's still available. So surely not. Okay, I might have to have a look on Roblox. I didn't think it was available. Maybe it is. I might be able to buy it, but it was 90 Robux. So that is so cool. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna go on Roblox and I'm gonna come back and let you know if I can actually buy it, because that would be so cool. I've got a whole 5 years of not knowing I could get it. So all right, let me have a look. Well, you'll never guess what. I've gone on Roblox and you can still buy it. You can still get the Good Day Dema TV. So I might get that, just so I've got it forever. But yeah, anyway, that is my story. Back to the game and the whole area on Planet Coaster 2. So at the moment, I'm currently making like the back storage rooms. Again, this was heavily inspired by Tower of Terrors, and you can probably tell that by the whole theming and everything, all the pipes. But I knew I wanted you to get to the towers somehow, because obviously you're going to be going up and down in the tower. So I knew you had to get there somehow, and going through like a normal office, it's not the easiest thing to like connect all together, but I think I did a pretty good job. So the whole lore with this ride is that you walk through the offices, like all the conference rooms, and then you find yourself in the back storage room, which has all like the lift repair parts, like gears, cogs, stuff like that, that you need to repair, a lift or an elevator. So yeah, you're walking through all that. Again, heavily inspired by the boiler room in Tower of Terror. You've got like all the cogs everywhere, all the wheels, all the cables. Just a normal warehouse storage room that you'd have in a shop. And then at the back of the warehouse, you walk into the like direct access to the towers. Again, when you think about it, it doesn't make complete sense, but hey, I'm working with what I've given myself, I guess. But that is the lore for the ride. Obviously, I need to kind of work this into a theme park, so it can't be the most accurate thing possible, because I mean the way to get to Dema is you sort of go under, like you go from tunnels underground, like sewers, stuff like that. And I also need to save some theming for the main ride, because this is not the main ride in the area. The main ride in the area is going to be like an indoor ride. It's going to be very universal type. I still don't know, and I can't decide if I want it to be a coaster or like a dark ride. I think I'm leaning more towards the coaster, because I feel like an indoor coaster would be cool, themed to like 21 Pilots and the lore. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. And again, that was recommended in a comment. So if you have any comments for the future of this area, let me know down below. I read every comment, I look at every comment, and it really makes me smile looking at all the comments. So thank you for supporting this series and watching along. Even if you're not a 21 Pilots fan and you're just here for Planet Coaster 2, thank you for being here. I hope I'm keeping you entertained, even if you have no idea what is going on. But yeah, anyway, you get to like the batching area and you're in the tower access, you look around you and you've got the 9 towers all around you. Again, if this was in real life, you could probably get the effect of like the towers going on for ages by like using mirrors and stuff like that. Obviously in the game you don't have mirrors, so I've had to sort of improvise with like a sign that says to get to the other towers, go through here. So yeah, that's all I've done there. But yeah, I'm very happy with the batching room. It feels like stuff's about to go down as well, like Tower of Terror. And that's what I wanted it to feel like, Tower of Terror. It's annoying that we don't have the Tower of Terror model in the game yet. We're still waiting for that. It was in Planet Coaster 1, but they haven't brought it over to Planet Coaster 2, which is very annoying because I would have happily done a Tower of Terror type ride for this park. And knowing my luck, they'll release it like next week and I'll be sad forever. But for now, we've got the single drop tower. The sequence I've put on there, it kind of goes up and down, as you do. It kind of like bungees up and then comes down, and then it takes you up normally, drops you, does a couple bunny hops, and then you get back down to the station. And again, yeah, like I said, there's not a lot you can do with the drop tower. I wish you could customize the height as well. We could do it in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and 3, so I don't know why we can't do it in Planet Coaster. But hey, that's not a big problem. I've managed to work with it, and it's a pretty good height anyway. I think I checked and it ended up being 150 feet, I think, the final tower. So yeah, it's not too bad. It looks a lot taller off ride than it does when you're on it. It looks like it's about 300 foot when you're off ride, but it is only 150 feet. So that's all good. In terms of the actual ride experience and the theming on the ride, it's not the best. I'll be honest, it's not the best. You kind of look at all the lights and stuff, and you're kind of looking at the inside of the tower. But again, I can't really do a lot because we don't have the Tower of Terror ride system in the game. If we did, I would have made it so you go to like a floor and you've got all the bishops gathered round, and then you go to another floor and everything is going wrong. I had high hopes for it, but then I remembered, oh wait, it's not in the game. So maybe I could come back to it again, but it's a lot of work. And I've got it sorted anyway, so it's done. I'm happy with it. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on a single thing because it never gets done, videos never come out, and I burn out on one ride. So I'm very happy. This ride only took, I think, a couple days to build, just because I don't play this game like, I don't really sit down for like 8 hours and play the game and get a whole land done. I have to play it in segments, so considering, I'm very happy. It's pretty quick compared to my other builds as well. And overall, I'm very happy with it. So yeah, there we go. That is the ride experience. There'll be a POV at the end as well. And I think when this whole land is done as well, I'm going to make a video showing you everything in the land, giving you a little tour, all the rides. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 rides in this area. I've got the idea for the main big ride. That's going to be very like Harry Potter-esque, if you know what I mean. It's going to be big, it's going to be bold, and it's going to be a good old time. And then the third ride is going to be a sort of more friendlier family ride in the Bandito camp, which I haven't even built yet. But if you know what I'm talking about, then there you go, you're in for a good time. But yeah, for now, the drop tower is complete and I'm very happy with it as well. The name as well, the name is going to be, get ready for it, because this is absolutely amazing and I deserve every award on the planet for this name. Are you ready? Are you sitting down as well? Because this is big brain activities. The name for this ride is going to be called 21 Pilots Dema Drop. Oh yeah, Dema Drop. I bet you, it took me 3 milliseconds to come up with that. But Dema Drop is the name of the ride. And yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it's going to be very Tower of Terror vibey in the fact that you don't see the name like Dema Drop anywhere apart from on the ride signs and like the health and safety signs. So to keep the theming on point, we're going to be calling it the Niners Elevator Company. That is the official like in-universe name, but the theme park name is Dema Drop. So there we go, that is the name and the whole theme of the ride. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'm very happy with it, and I think skyline wise, I want all these areas to have like a main focal point that you walk into, and you walk into this land and you look straight forward and you see the big Dema towers in front of you. And I think the perspective works as well, because you're never going to get like close enough to the Dema towers to see them from below. They're always going to be behind buildings, and you'll see what I mean a bit later on Actually, no, you would have seen it in the cinematics. So that's what I mean. It's going to be behind the buildings and it's going to be out of your way. But yeah, they're meant to look intimidating, they're meant to look big, and they're meant to look just overall imposing. So I think they've turned out really well. The warehouse at the back that holds the whole queue and ride is a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be, considering we have to fit a whole indoor coaster in. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We've done it now. I'm very happy with it. And there we go. But anyway, we are approaching the end of the episode. And again, I want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching this series. Like I said, if you're not a 21 Pilots fan and you have no idea what's going on, don't worry. Thank you for watching. It means the world. But that being said, if you are a 21 Pilots fan, or if you know like the lore or the names of characters, anything like that, let me know down below. If you want me to name a shop or like a toilet block after any of the characters on this ride specifically, because you're going to exit through the gift shop, we've got the name Clifford's Cluttered Goods. And if you don't know who Clifford is, he is the vulture on the front cover of one of the albums. He is Clifford. That's who he is. So I thought it would be cute to include his name somewhere in the land. So that's Clifford's Cluttered Goods. But yeah, let me know if you have a name for anything similar to that. That I could include in the land. If you know Ned as well, Ned is like a little mascot of the band. He will be having meet and greets in the land, which I'm very excited about, and we're going to have Ned's Bayou, which is the Ned shop and the area to meet and greet him. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Let me know what you think of the whole area down below. And again, if you have any name recommendations or ride recommendations, let me know in the comments below. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video of Worlds of Wonder. Bye bye.